Hi, my name is Nabara Cannon with the Northern Virginia Family Service Community and Volunteer Engagement Team. Thank you for joining us for this virtual volunteer orientation. Following the four modules, we have a live orientation session planned to highlight the more important issues and address your questions. This session was specifically designed to provide you with the nuts and bolts of your volunteer toolkit to set you up for success in your role as a volunteer with NVFS. A heads up, at the end of this session, there will be a short Quizlet, so let's get started. In this video, we will cover the nuts and bolts of the volunteer toolkit that will help you in your journey as a volunteer here at NVFS. We will be covering volunteer guidelines, dress code, guidance and support, training expectations, volunteer hub, and connecting with NVFS community and engagement team. Guidelines that you need to follow while volunteering will be found in your volunteer handbook. All volunteers will receive a handbook outlining agency volunteer policies and procedures. Volunteers are expected to read and adhere to these policies and procedures. While we are generally business casual, dress at our Training Futures program trends closer to business attire, while casual dress is recommended for other programs like the Hunger Resource Center, where volunteers are lifting and unloading food. For any role that involves a lot of standing, lifting, and moving around, wearing sensible closed-toe shoes is a necessity. Check with your program contact if you aren't sure how to dress. We and your program contact are here to help you. This starts with a clear explanation of your duties and their purpose. You're strongly encouraged to ask for feedback. This is an opportunity for you to develop desired skills. You are treated and respected as a member of the team. We want to see you succeed in your role and are here to support you. Volunteers are expected to participate in all of the trainings provided. This can include webinars that you complete on your own, in-person training with staff or volunteers, and on-the-job trainings. Each program is different and may incorporate one, some, or all of these elements so that you are able to be effective in your role. There may also be opportunities to participate in workshops with trainings with staff. If you're watching this, hopefully you are familiar with Volunteer Hub. If you do not have an account, please contact a member of the volunteer engagement team today. This platform is what you will use to sign up for shifts and, when necessary, cancel them. It is important to utilize Volunteer Hub so that staff can plan work for your shift. The staff plan their day based on what volunteers they have to support them. We also use this platform to track volunteer hours. Logging your volunteer time is important. It is often required for grant funding, which is our largest source of revenue that drives programs and service operations. Some volunteers need to track hours for workplace matching grants or even just to plan out their personal schedules. Each program utilizes Volunteer Hub differently, so be sure to connect with the volunteer engagement team for instructions. We try to ensure that volunteers are able to easily communicate with not only their on-site point of contact, but with the volunteer engagement team as well. We are always accessible by email or phone and endeavor to respond to both within 24 to 48 hours, business hours. Please feel free to reach out to any member at any time for anything. There is no need to wait for an official volunteer meeting of any kind to reach out. To recap, this module highlighted guidelines, dress code, guidance and support, trainings, volunteer hub, and how to connect with the volunteer engagement team. This information will be important in your role as a volunteer. Thank you for participating in this virtual volunteer orientation. We appreciate your interest in volunteering with NVFS and are super excited for you to get started. Please take a moment to complete the Quizlet. It will be a recap of what you have learned in the video and should only take a few minutes to complete. Please click on the link in the video description below to access the Quizlet. Thank you again.